I'm Phil.
And I'm Angelina.
With our husky lightning and a lot of wildlife around us, we live in this fairy tale chateau in France.
We love bringing this neglected castle back to life inside.
And we've got the vast grounds and parkland to take care of as well.
We love the moat, but it brings some challenges with it.
But it's all worth it when we get to share it with everyone at our live music events.
Follow the ups and downs of our chateau life.
Good morning, everyone. How are we? I'm shattered, which I think you can probably tell. Didn't get a fantastic night's sleep. Angelina's not particularly well, so I wasn't sleeping particularly well either. She was wriggling around in the bed all night. And so she's lying in bed. I've had to come out to grab something she's bought for the bathroom from somewhere. And I actually really enjoyed those little trips out and about because I get to see places that I wouldn't see otherwise. And I had some loads and loads of fantastic comments on our last video. And someone said, show us more stuff that's just lying around. And lo and behold, as I drove past something, I thought I'd stop and show you this because this is just really cool and a completely different type of architecture from what I used to show you. I absolutely love an old industrial building, and isn't that cool? Back when they used to really put some effort into simple architecture for, you know, commercial buildings rather than just prefab stuff chucked up. There's a really nice house on the right hand side of it. I suspect it probably owns it, and I expect that you do use some of this. There is a car parked here, and this is a storage, and obviously plenty of windows missing. So I expect it's not fantastic inside. Isn't it cool? I do love stuff like this. Yeah, I do love this sort of architecture. Love the amount of effort that was put into buildings like this. Look how tall it is. Yeah, there's something about big old buildings like this. You imagine just, you know, a whole floor to your living room and that sort of thing. Although you'd kind of imagine that if you lived in a city and you were really rich rather than the countryside. Right, as I would end up just buying everything that I could possibly see that looks cool and needs saving, I need to get the hell out of here before I end up thinking that this would be a really good idea and head off. I've got something to show you on my journey home that I've been wanting to show you all for a little while. I need to get on some stuff in the house, so let's get to it. So I've managed to stop at the place that I've wanted to show you for a little while, but each time we've come past, it's been terrible, terrible weather. I stopped at Le Chateau. That all the way there. That is what you call an actual castle, rather than the literal translation of chateau to castle. It's amazing. Let's go into the town and show you a bit more. So this very cute little village is called Le Chateau, literally because the entire village is sprung around around this medieval chateau, and it's pretty cool, especially considering it's still in private ownership. It's not owned by the state. Let me show you just a little bit up close what this place is like. And this is just a little look around, look. Very cool. Let's get down to that lake. So quite a lot of work has been going on to this place, as you can see from those roofs. I'm not sure they're ones that I'd be wanting to do. That height is something a bit scary, isn't it? But it's usually open to visitors. Actually, I think Ryan tried to visit it once on one of his days out. But I think we'll take a wander around the village and actually go and take a closer look. Actually, maybe we'll wander around this lake. This is very, very cool down here. Obviously, this is to do with there. And I love the fact that these things, these villages, are still here. Excuse the camera shake. I'm got trainers on where I should have been wearing boots because this didn't think properly. Anyone know what this was? Should I tell you, or should I just leave it in the comments? No, I should tell you. This is where the town would have done their washing. So obviously the water is coming in over there. This is going through here and filling up. Got your little sluice gate. And as you can see from the statue showing it, this was where the town came to do their washing. I think it's called the lavoir, actually. Not 100% sure. I'll have to check that. Maybe I might edit that bit out. I decided not to walk around the muddy lake. See, I'm a lover of architecture almost as much as nature. And it doesn't have to be grand, like these barns and stuff. To me, they're just fantastic. My imagination runs away with me, to be honest, eh? I could literally live in a barn that was converted, little lake house on stilts, our house, call it a house, our chateau, or this enormous castle, and I'd be just as happy. Makes you wonder why I live in something so big. Because I can, and it's fun. What a view. Oh, I really love this town. My aunt and her husband Tony, they came out to our wedding, loved France, and then they now live here. But they live down towards La Rochelle, so about 4 hours from us, closer to Stephanie than us. And one of the places they fell in love with to begin with was actually this village, Las de Chateau. And to be honest, I never really saw it, didn't understand why. It's a bit of a quiet village, and I couldn't see the joy in it apart from, oh, there's a big building in your village. But having a decent walk around it, I really do see it now. Plus, you know, this. All joking aside though, I would not like to have to try to maintain something like this. This is just another scale. I mean, you can actually see that wall's destroyed from ivy and water leaks. You can see the staining, same up there. This is labour of love, is it? You'd hand this over to the state. Wonder why no one has. Look how tall this place is. You can also see up there just how ruined that original roof is, where that new one's been put on. Look at that ivy, look at the damage to the ramparts and the arrow slits and all the defensive stuff. See, there's some other ones up there. Right, I have to go back around a different way. I'm going to find it. Let's see what else we've got. Ta-da. That's cool. Don't know how to look up that high. I mean, in comparison to that place in Fougères I showed you, which is obviously looked after by the state, not privately owned, this is a fraction the size, and you can tell the funds, you know, that are available and aren't. So I forget, because I haven't looked, it's basically lots of these towers joined together in an internal courtyard, and they are doing the pointing in the roof of each tower individually. Obviously, I'm not sure if this is recent, but certainly the roof isn't. This they've repointed, roof's new, must be moving around. You know, it's happening. Look at it. Honestly, I know everyone's got a different perception of France, and I think if you have only ever seen France in TV and film, your perception of all of France is basically the south of France. If you've lived in the UK and come across to the north quite a lot for holidays, it's this. And this literally, this little image, if I pan around, couldn't be more how I always saw France as a kid. Entrance to a massive castle. Cool view. And then these sort of houses and streets, and this architecture and this little street there invites me round the corner to see more cute little houses and maybe a market square. which I'm going to investigate. Only problem now is I actually can't remember where I parked the car because I've been walking around a bit too excited, like a little school kid on a school trip, looking at a castle, and now I don't remember where the car is.